GM, I am CD Demisio. This is Vagabond Presents, and I am super excited about ChatGPT. You know what? I love hearing when people say that ChatGPT is stupid, or it doesn't work, or it doesn't write well. I hear that a lot. I hear people say that it doesn't write well. I mean, look, I'm a writer, right? All the books that I've written, with the exception of Blue-Eyed Bastards, which was a collaboration with AI back in 2020, but all the other books that I've written have been written completely by me without the assistance of AI. But I feel like AI is so underrated. That's why I love when people say like AI's stupid and what it's doing, you know, it doesn't do it well. I heard this story on Marketplace today where there were college students talking about how bad ChatGPT or different AIs wrote their papers for them. And you know what? It's a tool, and it's only as bad as you are using it. Like, if you're a bad carpenter, then the house that you build is going to have a bunch of broken nails in it and things that don't stand up and don't hold together. But in fact, there are so many cool things that you can do with ChatGPT or any of the AIs, and it's just a matter of being able to ask it the right questions, being able to give it the right directions, and putting it in the right way so that it does it for you. You know, sometimes you have to filter down. The best analogy I heard is that the internet, which is the largest language model of the LLMs, the internet is actually like the Library of Alexandria. It contains all the known stuff, right? It's all there. And what we are doing with ChatGPT and these AI assistants is they're like the librarian. The librarian doesn't like write a new book for you. The librarian just knows where you can get the cool stuff, and the librarian helps you with different ideas that might go along the way. So here's a couple of the cool things that I have done with ChatGPT. Okay, so this is created with Midjourney, this picture, and micro victory stuff. You know, I wrote that, and then I put it into ChatGPT and said rewrite it in a way that will go viral. So we can come to micro victory later, but then I rewrote it again. So it's basically a collaboration again. But the things I want to show you are down here. This one's amazing. The Children's Crusade. I did a Broadway show complete with the musical numbers, the music, and, you know, it's a collaboration, you know, between myself and this artificial intelligence. You know, all of the pictures that I use here are all generated by AI also. So anyway, this is a Broadway show. It hasn't been produced. It hasn't been made, but it exists. And it exists because I worked with ChatGPT in specifics to put it out there and to make it. I wanted to make a Broadway show. And so there's songs, there's a story, and there is a really surprisingly creepy ending, which actually wouldn't have come about with just ChatGPT. And actually the whole story wouldn't have come about with just ChatGPT. It would have come about in a very different way. Like if I said write a Broadway show, it would just write a story. But, you know, I had to give it character information. I had to give it, you know, basic plot details. And I had to tell it what it needed to do. You know, if you tell the librarian I need a book, you're going to get a book. But it's not going to be the book that you need. You got to say, I want a book that's on metaphysics, written in the 16th century by a doctor in Venice. And the librarian's probably going to be able to point you in some direction. Okay, so that's one cool thing that I did with ChatGPT. The other one is that I have created the greatest sport that the world has ever known using ChatGPT. And it was right when it launched. This has been around for a while. I guess it has been a while because it was back, maybe not all the way back when it launched, but it was pretty early. Let's see. So it was in March. Okay. So, you know, there were 100 million users at that point, but this is SURFBALL. It's the sport that'll take the world by the waves. SURFBALL is the most exciting sport in the history of the world. I've been thinking about this sport for years, and ChatGPT 4 helped me to iron out some of the kinks. SURFBALL, I'm sure this sport is going to happen. How could this sport not happen? You have a double Olympic-sized swimming pool with 2 wave generators and teams basically playing rugby on surfboards. How could that not happen? So that's what I'm excited about ChatGPT for. Tune in next time. Maybe I'll do a session with you guys and show you how I use ChatGPT, and we'll write something together. All right. I am CD Demisio. This is Vagabond. Aloha.